I want to share with you like the energetics around building a business. Yeah, like let me know in the comments if some of you are already online entrepreneurs, or you have a business, or you're a coach of some description. But sometimes you can kind of hit a block, right? And the last couple of weeks, last week and the week before, there was a lot of stuff going on energetically, right? Like a lot of us before the equinox, a lot of us were feeling a lot of heavy energies, a lot of shadow work coming up, a lot of sadness or emotional releasing or triggers or whatever. I think we were all kind of in the thick of it the last week and the week before. A lot of us even had like physical symptoms. And I was coming across some major blocks around technology, as in platforms that I need to teach myself to learn how to use so that I can up level my business, right? And I think technology acts as a really interesting barometer of when we're about to have an upgrade energetically. Often the block manifests through technology, right? Like we don't know how to use a particular platform or software, or how to set up a website, or whatever it is that we think we need to do in order to kind of move the business to the next level. But moving the business to the next level is always a reflection of you moving yourself internally to the next level of visibility, reach, empowerment, success. Like there's always a kind of test or initiation before an up level. So anyway, the point was that I was getting very stuck with this opt-in page thing that I need to learn to use in order to, when I do my next masterclass, have an opt-in page with people giving the email address and all that. Anyway, it's just a system thing. But the point is that I got so stuck with it and so frustrated about it and so angry and just so into like helplessness of like, no one seems to be able to help me to learn to use this tool that I need to learn to use to move forwards. And in the midst of all of that frustration around this platform that I need to learn to use, silently and somehow imperceptibly in our group here, in the Goddess group here, the number of members changed from 399 to 400. And it just happened so quietly and so like organically. And when I saw that number change to 400, something inside me shifted. And it reminded me that even when it looks like nothing's happening, or it looks like you're massively stuck and you're not moving forwards and you've hit a hump in the road and you don't know how to get past that hump in the road. Hi, Beatrice. Quietly, behind the scenes, all of the seeds that you've planted up to that point are still germinating. So even when it looks like nothing's happening for you and you've got stuck, because of everything you've done, every brick that you've laid previously to build the foundations of this fempire that you're building, every brick that you've previously laid holds currency. So for me, it's like the compound effect, right? Of like every post I've ever done, every free live that I've ever done, every inspired thought that I've ever shared on social media, every risk that I've ever taken, every time I've shown up in vulnerability, every time I've shown up in my zone of genius, that holds a currency that is so strong and has so much momentum to it that even when my human feels stuck, that momentum is still carrying on without me. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to share that with you this morning because it feels like such a potent thing to share, that when you show up consistently, devotionally, to whatever it is you're building or whatever it is you want to put out into the world, when you keep showing up consistently, when you keep investing and reinvesting your own belief in whatever it is you're building, even on the occasions when it looks like it's not working, when ultimately you don't divest your belief and your vision from your own creation and your own projects, eventually the universe clocks you and goes, wow, like this woman means it. This woman means business. This woman is committed. And it's almost like an army of angels just come in and like support you and help to elevate you. Even and especially in those moments where you feel like all alone with it and you can't do it on your own and it's too much. And you feel like collapsing or giving up. The universe will always drop you a sign at those exact moments to say to you, get up, keep going, keep walking. People are still coming to you, even when you feel like you've got stuck. So, although numbers are just numbers, and in a way they don't mean anything, in a way they do mean something because they represent the commitment, they represent the compound effect, they represent that people continue to be magnetized to your work and your offerings even when you are hitting a block in the road. That momentum continues. Morning, Jess. Nice to see you. Long time no see, but lovely to see you. So crossing that 400 threshold was massively significant to me for those reasons. And also the other reason that that means so much to me is that I have grown this group very organically over 18 months. I created this group 18 months ago, right? And there are a few people that I've invited in, but very few. I would say less than 10%, maybe 5% of the women that are in this group, I've personally invited them to join. A good 95% of those of you who are here have come here off your own bat because you felt drawn to come in, compelled to come in. And in a world where you can pay for advertising to accelerate the process, you can literally pay for people to like your fucking posts, right? Because we live in a world of instant gratification where we want results quickly, we want success quickly, we want followers quickly, yeah? That's the conditioning of a capitalist kind of society. And it's actually not the best way to do things, in my opinion, for like your nervous system. I feel like we're meant to grow things steadily over time as we calibrate to being able to hold more and more capacity to hold people. Yeah, we don't automatically have a capacity to hold 400 people. That happens incrementally over time. So trusting the organic growth, if you are growing a business yourself, is so important. Step by step, the universe supports us to grow when we are ready for the growth, when we have the codes and the wisdom and the strength and the capacity and the staying power to hold more people, to hold more creative genius. Like, it happens incrementally over time. So the consistency piece is huge. So I really encourage you, whatever you're building, whatever you believe in, whatever you want to put out into the world, step by step by step, being in a place of devotional commitment to what you want to put out into the world and trusting it will happen and unfold for you organically as you step deeper into your self-belief, as you step deeper into your self-knowing, as you step deeper into your mission, your clarity, your purpose. Things will all realign around you as you step into more fully your vision for what it is that you are meant to anchor into this world at this time, at this very pivotal time. And I think the other thing to share with you that's really a potent thing when you're building a business is this concept of collapsing time, which is a concept that I got from Melanie Ann Layer when I was training with her. It may have taken 18 months to build a group of 400. I don't believe it'll take another 18 months to build a group of 800 because the momentum grows all the time. So even in the last 2 weeks, we have welcomed 30 new members into the group. So it starts to happen faster and faster. This is the compound effect of you growing your natural magnetism by being consistent. So that's another thing that I want to share with you to support you as you are growing whatever it is that you're growing. Yeah, and I know that Beatrice, at the moment, you're growing your online presence and you are letting people know that you are making offerings now around conscious parenting, right? And at first it's very, very slow. You know, maybe one person likes the post, or, you know, maybe 2 people tune in to watch you live or whatever. And it's like, it's almost like the universe is testing you. Like, can you stay so committed to your message even when no fucker is listening to you? Can you still be listening to yourself? Because that carries such a currency that people can't not calibrate to that eventually. Does that make sense?